Hey guys, welcome back. So yeah, we are upgrading the FC models F1/F2 Jeep. So as you've seen in my last video, when we had this out on the trail, let me bring the light up. When we had this out on the trail, I've upgraded the battery lead to a generic 2-wire one, so I could reuse batteries, WPL batteries. And yeah, I had a bit longer on the trail, but yeah, these looks to be like a, let me bring this down. Yeah, these electronics must be about 10 amp or under. So yeah, there's a bit of a giveaway what we're doing today. We've got the board from the Fayee FY001. So I've got that pulled open just so I can check power, polarity, and match it with that. And yeah, it was the same, luckily, same on the motor polarity. The first hiccup that I come across was that the 5-wire servo, you can see that there, the FC 5-wire servo is too small for the Fayee 5-wire servo board. There must be a different size, but yeah, that's definitely smaller. So my next plan is to install a 3-wire metal geared micro servo. So yeah, long story short, the servo connector was too small, so we are now installing a MG90S metal geared servo, little micro servo. And yeah, we'll give that a test once we've got it all done. But yeah, I'm hoping that these Fayee electronics will give the little F1 a bit more oomph, because yeah, I really rate these electronics. So yeah, if they work as well as they do with the Fayee, then we could be onto a budget winner here, little budget upgrade. So yeah guys, always triple check the power polarity. As we can see, we got a battery cable there coming down through and to this connector here. Let me focus on this view, try to, there we go. And as you can see, negative is on the outside, so make sure when you take the battery cable from your FC models that polarity matches. On the FC models, I have the motor cable plugged in there, which matches the motor cable on the Fayee, and I also have the power cable plugged in there, so we have negative on the left, and on the Fayee board also power cable negative on the left. I was going to be leaving it simple and just obviously plug in this servo in, but yeah, so we're going to plug a 3-wire servo in, because one of the great features of the Fayee FY003-1 board, might even be the 004 as well, is that, if you can see on the outside there, there's 3 pins. Yep, this caters a 3-wire servo as well as a 5-wire servo. So yeah, really rate this little bit of kit. Yep, I think I'm happy enough for the wiring, so I'm going to put the Fayee back together, get it out of the way, and then we're going to work on putting that metal gear servo in. So now we got a bit more room for the little F1 Jeep. And before we actually start to remove the servo, the little micro servo from the Jeep, I want to test out the little metal geared micro servo I've got. I want to test out the power works and the motor works as well, along with the transmitter linked up to this car. And yeah, fingers crossed we don't see smoke, guys. Okay, so I'm attaching the power. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, I don't see any smoke. Let's turn the transmitter on. Okay, that's flashing, so the ESC is off, so let's flick that on. And it beeped, no smoke. I think the servo needs realigning. This was set for a gear change servo. But okay, the servo doesn't work. So let me quickly turn this off. Transmitter as well. And we'll turn the servo around. So now I've got the pins facing out. Turn it back on. Okay, no smoke. And now, as you can see, let me hold that up for you guys. We have servo. So one thing I want to check is that the servo is facing that way on the FC axle. I want to check if when I turn left, it goes left. So I think the steering's going to be opposite. I'm not quite sure there. No, that's going to be right. Yeah, there we go. Steering's okay. It's just because the horn's upside down. It's confusing me a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to turn the right way. So yeah, I'm happy with that test. Steering okay. Let's give throttle a little spin. Oh, and that feels really nice. And it feels like it's lost some speed, which I think could be a good thing. Oh, obviously I've got my so with the FY003 transmitter, it says throttle trim, but that is actually a throttle dual rate. I've got that turned right down to 1, so that's pinned on 1. Now if I turn it up, I'll turn it up to 11. Ready? I hope I don't break anything. So yeah, oh nice. That already sounds a lot better than the original FC electronics. So yeah, next step is now, guys, I'm going to remove the old servo and obviously put the new one in. I'm going to remove the old electronics. I'm going to stay simple. I'm not going to plug any lights in. I think they're different connectors anyway for the lights. So yeah, we're just going to go simple: steering, motor and power. And yeah, I'll see you at that stage. A little bit of a midway update, guys. So yep, the servo came off nice and easy, held on with 2 screws and a servo saving mechanism on the front of that. So I'm going to try and reuse that on the new servo. And yeah, I'm happy that the size is identical. I don't know if you can see that. So old 5-wire, new metal geared 3-wire to plug into the Fayee board. What I'm going to do with this is remove this servo horn and center the servo as best I can with the Fayee remote before installing it. And then I'm obviously going to install the electronics, and it's very easy. There's a really nice big bay, so I've removed the old electronics. They were stuck on, so they've come out. And I'm going to sit the Fayee board somewhere in there like that, just somewhere in there. It's going to be loose. I have the switch pointing up so it doesn't get wet, and I'm going to leave that turned on so it'll come on when the power is connected. And finally, what I'm going to do is, because these are wired in pretty well, fair play to FC models, I'm going to cable tie these up out the way somewhere, just so they're out the way. Like I said, we're going simple. All we've got here is motor, steering and power. Final update before putting the body back on. So yeah, we've got a 3-wire servo in there. I haven't used any form of cable ties or anything. There's lots of room in there. And I held held the Fayee board in place. Let me bring the light round. Held the Fayee board in place with a bit of insulation tape. It'll do the job. And the switch is on the top, turned on, and obviously then this battery cable is going to come up through the hood. Whoop, catching the transmitter. But yeah, let's give this a test. So this should turn on when I plug the battery in. Yeah, hear the beep. Turn on transmitter. So now we got steering and throttle. Well, what more do you need for the trail? So I'm going to try and keep it basic, and yeah, hopefully the performance of this will be a lot better. So it's time to get the body back on. So I've just done a bit of cable tidying there, just with a bit of insulation tape, just so there's not lots of wires all about the place. Yeah, simple. We're going to get the body back on, and we're going to try a new set of wheels as well. So yeah, I'll catch you at that stage when it's all fully put together, new set of wheels, and yeah. Here it is, guys, the finished product. So yeah, all went on nice and easy. Obviously I had all the cables sellotaped out the way, and yeah, all plumbed in. I went with C34 WPL version 3 wheels and tires because of the offset of the wheels. Version 1 was rubbing on the knuckle. Version 2 obviously as well was. The MN tires were also rubbing. So yeah, I've gone for weighted C34 wheels and tires in there. And yeah, it runs pretty nice. Look how slow you can You can pull the trigger on this. Really slow and controlled. And I'm hoping when I get this out on the trail that those Fayee electrics are going to give it a bit more punch. And yeah, we're going to be able to climb stuff with this thing. Oh, this feels like a different machine. So slow and controlled, and I've now got the EPA set to 10 because on 1 it was cutting out, but on 10, oh, it feels like a completely different animal. Oh wow, I'm really impressed with this. Cannot wait to get this out on the trail. Look how slow I'm going. Yeah, stay tuned guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell because we'll be hitting the trail very soon with this. And as always guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.